Hi everyone, it's Killshot99 Gaming. This is Play Dead Live, the end number 5. This is the end finale, which is, I guess that's a oxymoron. It's not onomatopoeia, but anyway, it is the same thing. It is the final end of the end. And tonight we got, this has been my favorite adventure, my favorite chapter. Um, we finished early enough. We might do a little Q&A and talk about this chapter. Started with the Lost Asylum and all the way through to the end, and we bring some closure to tonight. So I'm going to ask you guys, do not put in pre-match buffs tonight. It's going to be a different type of stream tonight. It is going to be level up, and there's going to be some other things intertwined in that. But I am going to give you on time XP. So if you can type the word brace, that's right, brace has something to do with tonight. Type brace to get your on time XP. And super chat shout out. I got Valar in the house. Hello, 999 kills, great mods. Channel members, PDL players, sponsors, bundle, burn coin, box lovers. We will have a box event next week. We've got great event tomorrow night. It is going to be a lot of fun, everybody. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Again, got to use your thinking caps tonight. Don't worry about pre-match buffs. You're not going to need those. I'm going to take you to where we left it last week. You guys were reversing back through time. Glitch just managed to keep you guys a little bit ahead of all the explosive activity, and you ended up kind of back in that padded cell looking at that television.
So goodbye for us. You have to say it, baby. And sometimes you wanna try, baby. I know you can, I know your heart, and you will figure out you love me now, 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 now. You know I gotta leave. You love me now, 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 now. You know I gotta leave. Figure out you love me now, 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 now. You know I gotta leave. You love me now, 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 now. You know I gotta leave.
All right, we got some interesting ideas here. We've got some people saying change the channel in the middle, change the channel on the left, the channel in the bottom left, nothing. Seal group, look for an exit. There is no exit that you can find. All right, got a few people trying to change the channel, do a few things. So I know that's the end of round number 1. It is date night. I see Crazy L in the house. I see Trigger in the house. All right. I'm going to go to round number 2. Crazy L, join in. Give these guys some clues of what we might be able to do with these televisions and what the next phase is going to be. 30 seconds, round number 2. Craven's going to throw a Terminator to the television. Okay. Yeah. Craven's is like, I'm going to blow up the TV. Crazy L says change the channel as well. Dime's going to red blue that shot there, Craven. Dime's making sure it's not a ring. Try to listen to the main TV. The main TV. Busy Bee. Everybody is trying to change the channels, and Busy is trying to talk to the middle TV with Glitch, asking for a little help. And you know what? Glitch is there for a reason, Busy. You actually get it. Because prior to being in this room, you were somewhere else. I don't know if you guys remember, but you were. And I think Glitch has enough power to take you back there.
Let's use the contact with a test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roger, Hawaii, read you loud and clear also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. End of test.
Okay, we checked all 4 systems, and there you go on modulation, all 4, and keying with a go.
Roger, you're loud and clear here also.
Some people tell you what you want to hear. Some people tell you what you need to hear. Dragging around the ball and chain, pretending it ain't weighing you down. Long as someone carrying it will take the time to help you get unbound. Some people tell you what you want to know. Some people tell you what you need to know. Going past the foolish way,
first time when you guys were all trapped in these boxes and everybody started throwing grenades, and it was the first of the year, and you all grouped white because the grenades do not break the glass. And if you did throw any damage, that damage is going to be in that small little cube with you and your entire faction trapped inside. So if you did any attack on the glass, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to either retract it or res and restore. We've been here before. We have all been here before. 4, 3, 2, 1. We better see some blues or Animal's like, forget it. I'm dead. It's like everybody else is going to blue and psycho, and then Crimson and Animal are like, we're dead. Just, we shouldn't have done it. All right. And in fact, there's probably, you know what? Yeah, you're still in there with all those mirror people, JJ. You're actually in there with your faction. Mist, Crimson, and if you res and restore, delete that, because I think there's probably enough blues and enough psychos that they were able to stop the damage instantaneously. So does look like we've got enough preventions. All right, so no need to res and restore at this point. What I think happened, if I remember correctly, this was the first time that the group ever had to escape anything. So why not in the finale, let's give all of y'all one last chance to escape. All right, here we go. 30-second timer. And I'm going to start with Deadly Dimes. Dimes, are you ready? If you're ready, give me a 999. Let's see if we can get you guys out of here. All right, timer started now. Dimes. Your move. Tell me what you want to do. All right, so you're going to go to the right. All right, what's next? Jim wants to add a bonus 3 minutes. You got it? JJ's going to pray for some clarity. We try to open the cabinet. Says it's locked. Oh, you opened the one on the left. All right, you got one more move, Dimes. All right, go grab scissors. Ron, you're up next. Tell me what you want to do, Ron. And be ready to be called on. It's going to be very random tonight. Click on the red bin. You do. There's a safe there, Ron. Check the books. Nothing. Got one more move, Ron. Gonna go to the right. All right, let me get JJ. Give me 3 moves, JJ. $30 seconds, and then we're going to reset to the 30-minute timer. Check pillows and go right. Nope, nothing with the pillows. And I go right. All right, you got one more move. All right, so reset the timer. 30 minutes, and that's it. Just going to grab the remote. You grab it, disappears. Interesting. All right, Jim. Give me 3 moves. Open green cabinet. It's locked. 2 more moves. Open the blue cabinet. It opens. There is a vase. I don't really say that. It is not in the inventory. Disappeared, JJ. Gone. It breaks. Good job. You broke it. You had one job and you broke it. All right. If you have not went yet, type in chat right now that you wish to make a move. Let's see. Let's see who wants to get involved in the action. Animal, give me a move. One move, animal. Nothing. Nothing in the cushions. All right, let me go to Mist. One move, Mist. Gonna read the red note. Says it's unreadable. Go figure. And Busy Bee. One move, Busy. Tries to cut the pillows, and that is the 3rd strike in a row. Oh my goodness. Group. The room starts filling up with black smoke. No, not the black smoke. It is literally melting the floor. Ten seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, Did Villar just phantom cape that smoke? Villar. Villar, how long have you been playing this game? All right, everybody res and restore. that was not on the docket for tonight. Everybody res and restore. You actually had a fairly easy path because it was melting through the bottom. You know what I'm talking. Anyway, it was melting it. Remember, you were here before. And after you fell through, took us to the level up zone. Remember, we were in this theater at the first of the year for everybody's level up. And this time we have a familiar face. So nothing to stress out about. You guys may or may not remember Moloch from last year in the Dark Asylum. Moloch was the angel of good. It's been a while. So tonight, you need a familiar face to get you through the level up because the Lost Asylum has been anything but good. All right, we're going to roll through the level up event. So if you're here, we are going to go through this relatively quickly. I'm just going to call on people. A lot of math. There are a lot of things that went into this level up. It was attendance. It was items used. It was strategies. It was bonus XP. It was bonus XP elixirs. It was lost deductions, sometimes hitting people for as much as 25%. It was also wasteland gear. Many of you have wasteland gear and nerfed some of those deductions. You have level up items. And I'll give you a quick overview of it. All right, if you know the player is not here tonight, do me a favor and just say skip, and we'll go through them relatively quickly. All right, start out. Unforeseen. All right, don't think she's here. She did level up. She was pretty far behind. Amanda was level 22, gained 400k XP, and went to 44,600,000. There you can see the grid. So Amanda went from level 22 to level 23. All right, let's go over to Bomber Bones. Bomber Bones, you were level 25, 6,200,000. There's some group wipes. You have good wasteland gear, and you also used a boatload of H9s, as we know. So items use huge bonus. 700,000 XP, and then you ended up plus 200,000 XP, and this is after your lost deductions. Put you at a grand total of 7,100,000. Congratulations, you went from level 25 to level 26. And I would say the H9s might have been the reason why you got over the curve. A lot of items used in your inventory. And your gear is really good too. Animal, where you at, Animal? Animal, pretty good attendance. Good portion of the events were later, but you missed only 3 events out of 12. So pretty impressive. And, you know, you gave it your best when you were here. And I take that in consideration when I'm doing a level up. You were at 4.2 million. You ended up gaining 450,000. Sorry, not 455, 450. This was after any group wipes or lost deductions. Put you at 4,650,000. Animal, you leveled up from level 22 to level 23. Congratulations. Busy Bee, where you at, Busy Bee? Busy Bee, phenomenal. Didn't miss a stream. 12 for 12, Busy. Not only play your class very well, moderate on items used, not as much wasteland gear, so didn't have the protection some of the other players had, but nonetheless, super creative. There were multiple chapters where you were the problem solver and got bonus XP play in your class. 800,000 XP, 100,000 in additional extras, 900,000 added to your total. You were at 7,800,000. You're now at 8,700,000 and up to level 27. So congratulations, from 26 to 27. All right, B-Dub. Let's see where B-Dub is. Bonnie, every event except one. Fantastic attendance. Most items used of all players. So that in itself will tell you Bonnie has great gear. A lot of wasteland gear. And as many H9s as Amy. And I will tell you, the two of them are a big, big reason why this group, I mean, they do a lot of damage. When we're talking H9s, between Bonnie and Amy, there were 60 H9s used between the two of them on Friday nights. Let that sink in a little bit. So that's firepower. So B-Dub was at 7,700,000. 750,000 XP. And even after the loss deductions, 250 bonus XP, 1 million B-dub. To put you at 8,700,000, take you from level 26 to level 27. Congratulations on your level up. Crimson Tide. I think Crimson Tide is here tonight. All right, Crimson Tide is here. Crimson out of the gates, first of the year, first 4 events. Then another event, made 50% of the events. She's got a pretty busy schedule, but still to get in 50% of the events. And again, when she's here, active, puzzle solver, throws a lot of heat. Crimson Tide started 6,400,000. Missed a couple of the group wipes. Not necessarily a bad thing. Crimson Tide, 600,000 total, going from 6.4 million up to 7 million, and going from level 25 to level 26. So congratulations, Crimson, on the level up as well. All right, do we have Dow? All right. Dow's had a rough work schedule as well, as you guys know. So just a little history here. And look, you still got to be here. When he's here, he's 100% here. But unfortunately, we don't just give out XP. And Dow had to make a decision of Faction Wars or can he be here every Friday night? And he loves Faction Wars. I will say this. When he can be here, he is here. And when he is here, he plays his tank class as well as anybody else in the game. So if he could be here on Friday night, he would be getting all the XP. But he can't, but he tries to get it when he can. Dow started out 7.3 million. New XP, 600,000. 100,000 items used. We're bringing Dow from 7.3 million up to 8 million. Level 26 up to level 27. Dr. Dye. Where you at, Dr. Dye? I see Dr. Dye. Now, Dr. Dye, like Busy Bee, every single week. Since she got into PvE and PvP, she went from super fan to super attendance. Dr. Dye, here every week. Now, Dr. Dye, she was a little behind the rest of the group. She was level 24 at 5 million. And when you're a lower level, you do gain a little bit quicker. Dr. Dye going from 5 million up to 6 million. Level 24 to level 25. Congratulations, Dr. Dye. And I'm going to say this as well. If you are here every week, and even if you don't have the XP, you are going to level up. You will get to the minimum of the next level. Because I know that's hard to do. I know everybody can't do it. We've got 5 or 6 that could do it. And again, no offense, you can't. Look, I know you guys got stuff going on. But to the people that can do it, if you guys are here, I will guarantee you, if you don't miss a night, you will always level up in the level up event. All right, Deadly Dimes. Where you at, Dimes? Put you back here with Dr. Dye. Dimes didn't miss a night either. She has been traveling. She has been on events. She has been checking in. Dimes always at least getting in the door. Now, there were a couple times she couldn't play as long as she normally does, or might have had to miss 15, 20 minutes, whatever. But every single week. And Deadly Dimes was level 27. Dimes always uses XP elixirs. Has the best wasteland gear in the game. Dimes was 8.1 million, adding 1 million to her total. 9.1 million Dimes, the first player to go from level 27 to level 28. Congratulations, first level 8 player, or level 28 player. Deacon is not here. However, Eric did make 3 PvE streams. And in fact, the last time you guys were here with the TV, he was the one that kept throwing grenades at the TV over and over again. Might have been a few beverages in that. All right, but Deacon, and again, remember, if you're behind, the XP benefits you faster. Deacon was level 20 at 3.1 million. Deacon at 3.5 million. Moving up to level 21. Congratulations, Deacon. That was a funny night. All right, Father Ron. I know Ron is here. Ron was 7,800,000. I'm going to tell you guys something. Ron's went through some stuff the last 3 months, like many people have. And Ron's here every night. So again, I know it's hard to do that sometimes. And I know in some of you guys, in some of your worst moments, that you guys have messaged and said, I'm going to be here. Because I know a lot. I mean, I know a lot of stuff that you guys have told me. So I'm sure for Ron it was a challenge. And Ron, you made it. 900,000. And this is after your loss deductions. I will say this. Ron was less... he was less of the problem for you guys with the group wipes this time around. So not as many times did Ron get the loss coming at him. He was a little more low-key. Ron, you added 900,000. You went from 7,800,000 to 8,700,000. Congratulations, going from level 26 to level 27. Football Master. I think I saw Football Master in here. Football was at 7 million. I ain't gonna lie. There are some times in the middle of the stream where I'm looking for football. But I will say this, Zach. You didn't miss a single night. And as I said, when you got attendance like that, even if you have to dip out a little early from time to time, or I'm waiting on that die roll, that number 18 to pop up, or that number 12 to pop up, and I'm like, where's Zach? But he is here every night. Perfect attendance. Football Master going from 7 million up to 8 million. From level 26 to level 27. Congratulations on your level up as well. Gemstone. Where is Gemstone? Put her over here by the blue smoke that Ron was trying to capture last time we were here. Y'all remember that, right? Gemstone, 7,750,000 to start. Same thing since first of the year. Jim here every Friday night. Um, the loss did have an impact on you guys. Like I said, some have better gear than others, but the amount of times that you guys wiped, and Fly Rod loves to challenge the lost, and there was even twice that Moonshot was like, you know what, Fly Rod's not here. Let me draw the lost over and take that XP. You don't want to do that. Gemstone, 7,750,000. You gained 800,000. Phenomenal attendance and 150,000 for items used. A lot of items used as well. Gemstone now at 8,700,000, going from level 26 to level 27. Congratulations. JJ, where is JJ? JJ, pretty good attendance. You missed a couple at the beginning. Got the first one, missed a couple in a row. Was here over half the time. JJ was level 23, 4.7 million. Creative gameplay. When she's here, she's all in. Adding 600,000 your total, taking you from 4.7 million to 5.3, and taking you from level 23 to level 24. Congratulations. Now, I know all of y'all are happy about leveling up, and I don't want to kind of rain on the parade. But remember in the old days when you played for 3 months that you gained 2 or 3 levels? That's what the lost are. So that where you're not leveling up 2 or 3 times, that's been the drain on the group. So it is a factor. Even if you've got the gear and you're able to dodge 25% of their 25%, they're a problem. J-Law, PvP player only. And again, we know that. But she didn't gain any XP, so J-Law still level 20. Started level 20, stayed at level 20. And we do have a couple players that are PvP players. All right, let's go over to Julia. Julia, have you ever missed a Friday night in 3.5 years? Not one, right? Not a single Friday night. Every single chapter. Julia started out at 8.2 million. Added the max. After the lost drain, the max you could get was 1 million. 9.2 million. Items used, potions, and bonus XP. All added to put you at 9.2 million, taking from level 27 to level 28. Congratulations on level 28. We got a few players that did hit level 28 this time. Justice, where is Buford? Now, I got to tell you, Justice ain't missed a stream since the beginning of the year either. Perfect attendance. He started at 5 million, level 24. And Justice is all in. He's all in with Vox. Dr. Dye, I'm going to tell you, just completely turned Vox around. On their Friday night events, on their puzzles, on their participation. Amazing. Justice, going from 5 million to 6 million, level 24 to level 25. Congratulations. Big part of what we do on Friday night. Love having you here as well. All right, where's Kat? All right, Kat. 7.8 million. Perfect attendance. Don't think Kat's missed a Friday night since she started a year and a half ago. Was level 26. 800,000 minus the loss deductions. Middle of the pack in items used. Normally Kat is top 5. A little lower this time around, not substantially lower. But on the damage meters, damage is potions, it's grenades, it's shots, it's gels, all of those things. Nonetheless, still adding 900,000. Cat going to 8.7 million. Going from level 26 to level 27. Congratulations on the level up. All right, where is Kel? Kel was at 8 million on the nose. Perfect attendance. She's here. May or may not surprise you that she's top 5 in items used and damage. I know sometimes she's quiet, she might go under the radar, but top 5 this time around. Potions, grenades, shots, damage. Cal adding 1 million to her total after loss deductions, going from 8 million to 9 million, barely hitting the threshold, level 27 up to level 28. Craven Light, where you at, Craven? Craven is like Justice. You need a crowbar to get him to miss a PDL event. I got to ask though before we start. Craven, it used to be Battle Royale, and now I know you like the pets, and I know you like... What's your favorite event? I'm going to put you on the spot here, because I don't even know. Craven is like he's one of the biggest fans of the game. I mean, this guy eats, sleeps, drinks, dreams Play Dead Live. But if you had to pick one event, what would that event be if you had to play it right now? He says Battle Royale. Well, you know what? That's the wrong answer. You're supposed to say, I love Friday night. The work you put in kills. The story's my favorite thing. Craven gets 0 XP and maintains level 26. All right, we're moving past Craven. All right. Okay. I was just going on. All right, Craven Light started out at 7.4 million. $900,000 added to Craven Light's total, taking from level 26 to level 27. Moonshot. Jason was really, really sick. I don't know if he popped in. I told him it's going to be a casual stream. He may or may not be here. But he messaged me and was really, really in bad shape. Moonshot going from 7.6 million to 8.3 million. Missed a couple Friday nights, had some things going on. Not perfect attendance, but he still did manage to get enough to level up. Jason now at 8.3 million. Him and Craven are tied for the first time ever. He was like 2 levels up on Craven a couple years ago. Now we got a battle going on between those two, both at 8.3 million, both level 27. All right, do we have Ocean Man? Is Ray here tonight? Ray's pretty good on Friday nights too. And even when he's working, a lot of times on break, he'll be able to pop in, check in, and gain a little bit of XP. That's really the name of the game. Try to get any XP. All right. We might not have Ray here tonight. Ray. All right. I don't think he's here either. Which is kind of funny because this might be the first event that he's missed this year. Because I got him at least checking in every event until tonight. So he was at 6 million, went to 7 million, and he did level up from level 25 to level 26. So Ocean Man going up to 26. All right, Pope was level 20. Didn't attend any event. Stays level 20. No level up for Pope. Samurai. Where's Riley? All right, Samurai is here. Riley does not miss any events, ever. 6.9 million. She added 800K. Lower half of items used and damage dealt. But phenomenal gameplay. Plays her class well. Went from 6.9. Redoing my math. Hold on. $6.9 at level 25 to 7.7 level 26. Congratulations, Samurai, leveling up as well. Shaman Sheila. Where you at, Sheila? All right, Shaman is here. Shaman, pretty good attendance. Missed a couple, but you know, much like football, when Sheila's working and she can take a break and get involved, and, you know, true story, a couple years ago, Sheila was like, you know, Kills, sometimes I can only play like 30 minutes and I feel bad. And I told her, I said, play for 30 minutes. Get in there, get some XP. And she was like, you know, I don't want to leave the group if I'm working. And I said, it doesn't matter. Any little bit you do helps the group. So even a couple times when I knew she had to leave early, she still goes in and tries to get that XP. Shaman was 5,600,000, adding 600,000. Sheila, you're now at 6.2 million, going from level 24 to level 25. Congratulations. have Sir Tim. Is Sir Tim in the house? All right. Ron, Sir Tim was level 24. He stayed level 24. No upgrade. All right. Fly Rod is traveling, but I'm not sure if he was able to tune in. If not, we'll get his XP. All right, Fly Rod. 5 events. Not quite half the events. But as we know, when Fly Rod's here, plays the class strong. He added 500K. Went from 5 million, 5,800,000. He did stay level 24. Close to 25, but stayed level 24. Tiny. Makes every event, because Dimes makes every event. Went from 7.8 million. In the lower echelon of items used, and that's because some of the events he can't participate in. We put Tiny over to the side if they're individual events. But still, Tiny going from 7,800,000 to 8,600,000, going from 26 to 27. Congratulations, Dimes and Tiny. I know Trigger was here earlier. Much like a couple of the other players, 12 events. Angel's only able to make 2 of them, and we certainly do miss her on Friday nights. And I know heavy work schedule on Friday is tough. I'm just going to reach out to Trigger and say, much like Sheila or even Animal, jump in, and if you can give us 15 or 20 minutes, that little bit helps out. So certainly anything we can do to get, and the time on Friday night's really busy time for her, so I get that. But maybe this next cycle, next storyline, we can get Angel in there a little bit more. Trigger, 6.3 million, gaining 300,000, 6.6. Level 25, staying level 25. Mist, the OG Ninja. Where you at, Mist? Mist is back from an extended break. And 5 for 5. Mist, not only the first night she was back, she was jumping in front of people. She was using interventions, blending in, catching up on the story. Great gameplay. Plays her class very well. And my hat's off to you because, you jumped right in and basically said to the team, where do you guys need me? What can I do to help out? And that is just it's a great team attitude. When Miss left, she was level 21. Miss gaining 3 levels in 5 weeks because she was lower level, and that XP, helps out a little bit more. Miss at 5 million XP and level 24. Congratulations. Catching up, but that's not a bad 5 weeks. And Valar, I see you. I think Valar is going to be last of the group. And it was kind of nice and quiet with Malik, right? I mean, no drama. I know you guys are expecting like, Kill says he's a good angel. Something bad's going to happen. How many people are thinking that? Like, how many of y'all right now are thinking, this is too peaceful, and Malik was too good for too long, and something bad's going to happen? You guys like have your eye up there, like, what's going to happen? Oh, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that on tonight's story. All right. Valar. Let me say, Valar in her gear, Wasteland gear, one of only a couple people to have red Wasteland. Bones, a couple of you guys did level up, but you know Valar was trying to get that red Wasteland chest as quick as possible. Level it up, Kills. Got to have the red. And that does help. Valar was 8.1 million. Adding 900,000. Valar up to 9 million. Valar does not miss any time either. And Valar, as I said before, even when she's busy, she could be in the operating room. She'll take a break, go out, and get her moves in. So, unbelievable. And I hope you guys understand this. That when I compliment people that are here, please don't take it as a slight for the people that do have to do things. It is never, ever meant that way. But I certainly do have to find ways to show appreciation when that does happen, because it's pretty incredible sometimes. So, certainly appreciate this Level Up event, and awesome job to all of you guys. Is there anybody that I missed? Anybody that I missed? There's a lot of data that goes into these things. So a lot of notes, a lot of potions, a lot of items, your own time, your RSVP. So what I would say is after tonight, we got a brand new chapter for you guys. I am super, super thrilled with it. Tonight was not going to be a super long stream. But I do have to bring closure to this chapter. It is probably my first or second favorite chapter to the Saul Boys chapter. Because there's a lot at the beginning of the year, a lot of reading between the lines. The characters are personal to me. The experience of the characters are personal. The original video and how that played out. All the way up to right now. To where you guys were lured into the Lost Asylum. And I think you saw some of the experiments. It started with the experimental boxes. And then the escape, a constant escape. And then the Lost Impact. And how time has been manipulated. And then the power surges, either from the Lost or either from Lich's ability. So I am going to bring closure to this chapter right now. I'm going to show you what's next. And then I might hang out for a few minutes. And if you guys got to roll, you got to roll. But I'll bring up a few screens and just kind of remind you guys of what we did in this chapter. It was a lot forward. It was a lot backwards. But sadly, this chapter has to end a certain way. And it's not Malik. It is Brace. And it is Brackens once again. Pay close attention. There's some additional clues if you really, really like the story. This should answer all of the questions at this point that you might have. If you have some additional, then let's talk in about 5 minutes. So this, everybody, is the complete story. Enjoy.
You and I, we were it in my soul, feel it in my soul. Never separated you and me. Broken made whole, broken made whole. The world that tries to steal our hope tries to make us numb, but our love has overcome. And you, my dear, you are my prize. When I look into your eyes, love overflow, I'm never letting go. All my life I give to you, love breakthrough, I'm never letting go. Never ceasing, our love grows, ever increasing, I won't let you go. Hearts of fire, through and through. Follow me, I'll follow you. We will pursue everything together, do. Tests and trials, love renew. Yeah, we've made it, we've always been proven true. We've always been proven true. Still the world that tries to steal our hope tries to make us numb, but our love has overcome. And you, my dear, you are my prize. When I look into your eyes, love overflow, I'm never letting go. All my life I give to you, love breakthrough, I'm never letting go. Never ceasing, our love grows, ever increasing, never letting go. All my life I give to you, love breakthrough, I'm never letting go. Never ceasing, our love grows, ever increasing, I won't let you go. We were made for each other.
rock is touching this orb, and it's about 30% full. It needs some energy to activate. I'll give you guys 30 seconds. Ron touches the orb. Goes up to 35%. Craven Light goes up to 40. Missed. 45. Busy. Bones. We're up to 50%. It's over halfway. Animal, Julia, B-Dub, Dr. Di, Shaman Sheila, Crimson, Dimes, up to 85. Cat, 90. There is a bright gold light that is flashing. Everyone is touching the orb and is transformed into the orb just before the rest of the nuclear fallout reaches the room.
Of your heart and peel back the lies. There's so much more to this life. You've lost trust within yourself. You can't find heaven, searching in hell. This is your story to tell. Don't call on me. No, I'm not your Christ. I'm pain divine. Don't you step into the light? Look at this world and focus your sight. I will make your wrongs right. It's time you've opened up your eyes. Wake up your heart and peel back the lies. There's so much more to this life. You've lost trust within yourself. You can't find heaven, searching in hell. This is your story to tell. Don't call on me. No, I'm not your Christ. I'm pain divine, entwined with death and life. Pain, take my world and let it come crashing down. Let it fall to pieces, 'cause underneath this I will stand. You can't fight your way back, so
All right, everyone. As promised, I'm going to hang out a little bit with you guys and just do a little bit of a recap on this chapter and some of the concept and what went into it. So, and certainly if you guys have questions, I'll answer any questions about the characters or some of the events. But this started back in the Isle of Illusion. So in the Isle of Illusion, if you guys remember, and some of you guys don't because you're newer. The Isle of Illusion is where each group was really broken up into 4 groups. And it's the first time you guys had seen the skulls. And it was as if you were being watched, and these skulls got closer. And since that time period, back in like September, it's been about 7 months of the Lost. And what you have to keep in mind is even though you're dealing with the Lost, Law is out there, Crave is out there, Brace is out there, Max is out there. The Lost are a problem for Portalis. They're not just a problem for the group. So the one thing about your group though is you do seem to attract them a little bit more. So in December, if you guys remember, do you guys remember finishing up Krampus Campground and there was that brief little area you went through that looked like a wasteland area? The water was contaminated and you had to like climb over the little bars and you were kind of going further and further and then these things popped out of the ground. So that was the point of Brace luring you guys. Because what's going on in the asylum at this point, you guys have had the asylum. You returned to the asylum. It was different the second time you went there. It had Clone. You guys saw Clone in this chapter. In Clone's chamber, you also had a lot of the going back in time events. So you got a little bit to deal with time. Remember the Don Quixote in the library and the Ghostbusters? I started to play a little bit with the time shift back then 2 years ago. So I wanted to really bring that back, and that's where Glitch's role came in from a couple of years ago to messing around with time. When you guys went into that library, and you could go in, and all of a sudden you're back in Windmills and Don Quixote, and then you're dealing with like Moby Dick, and you had like killer whales there. So that was the first time we kind of experimented with a little bit, and that was in year number 2. So last year became the Dark Asylum, and the Dark Asylum was flashbacks and it was time shifts where the first time you guys were in that, and we did that a little bit in this chapter when you guys started going backwards in time, when you were going down the hallway and then the hallway turned to something else. So yep, that was it, the photon packs, right? So with this one, because there's so many Lost, the Lost has sort of become overrun and inundated and almost like a breeding ground in the asylum. Now it makes sense, right? There's a bunch of lost souls there. There's a bunch of dead people there. The Lost are sort of taken over, and I will say it's not just the asylum that is a breeding ground for the Lost, but a good percentage of them were in the asylum. So Brackens had a plan, and his plan was to blow all of y'all up and take as many Lost as he could with him. It's like a 2-for-1 special, right? This group has really been a nagging group for me for a long time. So if I can find a way to get them back to where they started from and keep them occupied, then I can kind of get rid of everything. Well, the problem is Glitch, and that's what he didn't count on. So Glitch has been this child of the asylum that has sort of shifted time and going through this apocalypse and this nuclear bomb and timed it to where he could get closer and closer and then backtrack before anything bad happens. So this has been years of testing with Glitch. So as Glitch kind of continued to stay in the asylum and you guys went through, you got closer and closer, and the first time you encountered Glitch was when time slowed down and you guys were floating and you're going through the books and it's like, what's going on in this evil church area? Well, that was Glitch suspending time and timing it to where to get you guys back and to get you out of harm's way. And every time you guys wasted time, Glitch had to use more power. So multiple times over the last 3 or 4 weeks, you guys would get stuck in an area or get in an area, and then Glitch would have to come in, reverse time, back you up a little bit. And when you came face to face with Glitch, that was the end. That was the stopping point. And everything at that point went backwards. So going backwards, seeing some of the flashbacks, getting out. Like, how can you get out? In order to get out, you had to get back to where you started. And that was the last of his power. So when his power was depleted, that smoke screen, that ethereal being is what Glitch is, not the little kid, that you guys saw in the initial video. So as far as Brackens is concerned, you guys are gone. The Lost problem is not as bad as it was. prior to this. But now you're back in that maze of Anubis dimension, and you've been here before. In fact, you were at the doorstep of the maze of Anubis before. And we promised you guys a future encounter and a future experience. And Moloch had the ability to put you into a different era. Could not control that era. Just so happened, it's in Egypt. So that's a little bit of the story and some of the characters and how it sort of played out. And you saw some of the people like Clone that still played a part in kind of getting this back. She did. B-Dub did in that area. And yeah, it was a pet that a couple of you guys have right now. It's actually able to put a seal on a boss. Radar. That's when you guys first experienced radar. So I do love the Asylum. The Asylum is where it all started. It's the 4th time you guys have been here, and yeah, it's pretty obliterated. So, any questions? Any thoughts? And I do want to recap some of these chapters, because there's just been a lot of like cameo appearances from previous asylums that got a chance to come back in, and you guys saw Dorothy again. That was kind of cool. And in the torture area. But what better place if you want to set up experiments than this asylum that we know there's been quite a bit of death over the last 4 visits here. And it's been just a little bit different every time. All right. Well, I want to give you guys a good overview, a little bit of Q&A, hang out for a few minutes. And again, I'm probably 50-50. I'm as close as this one as I think Craven is on Battle Royale and the events. Saul Boys was always my favorite chapter. I love Salisbury Island and the Saul Boys. And I wanted to challenge myself this December when I started working on this a little bit harder. I knew the direction it was going to go. But about the middle of December, it really started to come together. And then some of it had to be tweaked in the middle of January. When I got to the end, I wasn't sure how the end was going to play out. It was going to be very military. And, you guys can see Maze of Anubis. And coincidentally enough, we have a brand new faction war starting on April 17th. And it is going to be very military. So, you got a little prelude to that as well. All right. You know what? With that, we're going to wind up just a little bit early. I appreciate you guys being a part of tonight. You know what? I'm not giving any clues. But thank you guys for an amazing 3 months of chapters, and the Maze of Anubis is going to be really good. There will be a slot tournament in the Maze of Anubis, of course. You guys remember the slot tournament with the Egyptian pyramids? That will be back. We will have a slot tournament. So buckle up. I know we said we're going to do a spring tournament, and there will be some challenges, some puzzles, and some really cool stuff. starting next Friday. Have a good night, everybody. Who's going to be here tomorrow night for Drunk Clash Fools? It's what we do. It's 4th of July. There will be some drinking and there will be some fighting, and try to get in and have some fun. It will be an official Clash event as well. So we'll have Drunk Clash Fools tomorrow night. We'll be off on Sunday. And of course, we got a championship match with Ark traveling to Team Mirror for the Morgue Championship on Monday. And then on Thursday night, we got another epic box event. Next Friday, we have Moa, Maze of Anubis. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow night for a little bit of Clash. And even if you can't play, drop in, say hello to everybody, and we always look forward to seeing you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.
So